All right, guys. Andy from Backbone Adventures here in Estes Park, Colorado, doing the Super ATV skid plates on the 2021 KRX 1000. I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. Not going to waste your time screwing, filming me screwing bolts in, and just going to go through this real quick. This is the 8th one. I'm on my 8th one here. We have a fleet of them. So getting fairly proficient at it. They say tip it over on its side and work it that way. I mean, if you want to tip it over on its side and put some jack stands on the upper roll bar there, and that's fine. But for me, I don't mind getting a little dirty, and I got a shop to work in here, so I just jack it up. Catch the jack about right here on this lip. That allows me to, on the trailing arm, to get it up high enough, get the jack stands underneath on that trailing arm on both sides. Let's scoot the jack underneath there, because I'm going to take, this is the back part of the skid plate. I start from the back and work to the front, and I'm going to, one-man job, I'm going to take the skid plate here, put it on top of the jack to hold this in while I start the 2 bolts on that end there. But that's the, you'll need a drill. The kit comes with a bit, decent bit, so you can pre-drill your self-tapper holes, and you will need to do that, otherwise you're gonna be in for a serious fight. You try and just self-tapper it straight. Trust me, I've already tried, already threw a fit. You'll need your 10mm small impact as well. Kit comes with all the bolts and everything and extras. This is going to be your mid piece. It goes after that back piece. This is going to be the next piece in line, and then this is goes underneath your front skid plate. Hooks in like that. So pretty easy. I'm going to give you one suggestion though: don't do this piece, and instead go to Super ATV and buy this frame stiffener right here. I think it's a requirement, and it's a great frame stiffener. You get a brace across here in case you hit a tree or something with a tire or wreck. These dog ears won't rip out. You got a brace across here, one across the back, goes all the way from one side to the other of the arm, and another one on the very back here, and then a whole metal skid plate. And that's way better than, you need to have it if you're gonna ride aggressively or think you might wreck, or you might hit a tree with a tire, so you don't tweak your frame and end up having your machine totaled out, or having to do some serious porta power and welding. Just don't even do this skid plate. And I mean, you can attach this to there. I did one like that, but it's really not needed. So that's just a suggestion. At any rate, to start your skid plate, I get it up on a jack. Get this back end on a jack here. I'll set the phone down really quick, and I'll set that up there real fast. So I just set it up on that jack there. Slide it up so it's a one-man job, and I start with these 2 back holes. These 2 back holes. Some of these holes on your KRX are going to be threaded like this, and you're going to have threaded bolts that come with it. Those are pretty easy. Anything along the edges are going to be self-tappers, and you can see this is double metal here. So trying to self-tapper through that, I mean, you can do it, but you're going to go through a few self-tappers. If you just pre-drill the hole, makes it a hell of a lot easier. But there's a few other mounts on this. One thing you have to do is you have your original skid plate here. There's a few of these that you're going to have to take out. Set this down so I can show you. You're going to have to take out. They tell you in the instructions, I guess. I didn't see any instructions, but I've seen a video, some guys doing this, taking all these out. You don't need to do that. Just take out this one and this one of this mid skid plate. There's your back. There's your mid. You just take out these 2 here. And then up front to the next part of the skid plate, you'll leave these. But up front, you have 3 1, 2, you can kind of see it, and 3. You'll take those out, and this back skid plate will pin in there. And I suggest you just do these back 2, do those front 3, do these next 2 over here, and you can go through and do your self-tappering along everywhere else. And that's going to be the hardest thing of the whole job, is self-tappering. But if you pre-drill those holes, you won't have too much of a problem. Move on to your next mid-skid plate, and it's pretty simple. It's not too bad. You have some threaded holes here you get to work with, which is nice. But you are gonna, and you have some on the edges here too. You can see that. But you do have a couple more self-tappers. And then you're gonna have some up here. Now this, you see this, these panels need to come off. And it's just 10 millimeter, they just pop right off. These 5 bolts right here, and then this plate just drops, and just pitch it, throw it away, keep it, whatever you want to do. But you're going to use some of these holes for the next skid plate. And here's another reason why you want to have it. You're going to hit some rocks, and it's going to get pretty tore up. Of course, I already have that nice Super ATV frame stiffener on there. Like I say, I would definitely go with one of those. Front of these things take a pretty good hit, and underneath these machines, they definitely take a hit. Now, the whole point of having this skid plate, I'm going to tell you right now, is these machines always take hits right here, and right above this is the lowest point of the transmission. I don't know if I can get my phone in there very well, but it's the lowest point of the transmission, and it's only about 3/8 of an inch to 1/2 an inch to the transmission. You hit a rock pretty good like that, you're going to smash your tranny, which we already had one do. And it's over here. We took it out of this machine here, and this is the tranny, and we're getting ready to redo this. The case cracked. We tried some different things on that, but we just didn't, now we have to just order the case halves. We got one side there, and maybe I'll do another video showing you. I got a service manual here. You need specialty tools to be able to do this transmission. It's not like a Polaris razor where that transmission's doesn't require any special tools. It's pretty easy. This is much bigger, a lot bigger gears, quite the hefty transmission, but you need some specialty tools. But this is why you want this skid plate. So hopefully that helps. It's a pretty easy job, really. If you have any questions, you can hit me up. Have a good day. Have fun.